It was really actually a pretty good experience because we got to meet with different legislators and lobbyists, and I'd really never heard of a lobbyist until I went to the Capitol. And now I know what they do. They're glorified salesmen, pretty much. And they just get out different points for people, and we got to learn about that whole system and talk to them and see what the different points were that were going on in legislature right then and there. And then I actually started in on a Wednesday at Farmers Co-op in Alva. And my first day at work, I actually started talking to my boss for about an hour. Then the general manager of the elevator came in and said he needs some help. And I was actually stuck in the bottom of an elevator for 3 days pumping water and scooping water out with a shovel. So that was pretty fun. But to start out, Alva Co-op has 7 different elevators. We have 2 of them are actually full force elevators. The one in Alva is, we have a farm supply store, the fertilizer department in Alva, and then a huge tire shop in Alva that's probably one of the #1 producers or #1 seller of tires in the Alva area. And then our 7 elevators, we have 5 around Alva, including the 2 in Alva. Then we have a location an hour west of Alva, which is Buffalo, and there's one called Selman. And Buffalo is one of our main branches, like I guess you could call Narden would be like Narden would be to Pond Creek. They have a full feed store, fertilizer, and everything there at Buffalo. So that's kind of a rough overview of what they own. This is a picture of the main office. This is kind of where I started out. This is where our general manager is. All our financials happen. This is where all the farmers come in to get their ledger sheets after harvest. Yeah, we have a fuel station there. This will be the farm supply store. There's a Walmart in Alva. There's a Stars Lumber in Alva, and our farm supply store is probably the #1 seller of plumbing goods. They can go to the hardware store or Walmart, but they choose to come to Farmers Co-op because of the service they get there. Everybody always compliments them on they get a high when they walk in the door. They're always greeted and helped with whatever they need. So they sell anything from plumbing to electrical. They thread pipe. They make hydraulic hoses, sell feed. Pretty much anything you can find at Walmart besides food, you can find at this store. I really didn't get an opportunity to work in here much. I had an opportunity to work in there 2 or 3 days for a couple hours, but it was just kind of when they needed some fill-in help or had an opportunity to teach me something, because usually it was busy or dead and they really didn't have teaching opportunities in there. This is where I spent some of my time, not a lot. This is where our biggest elevator we have. This is a 2 million bushel capacity elevator. Basically, this is just a holding elevator for us. We really didn't take a lot of farmers' grains in from it. We brought most of the outstation grain into it from our other 7 elevators. High protein, clean wheat we sent over here to be able to load into trains at some point in time, because this is the only location we can load trains out of, or it's just an easier place to load semis out of. This is another elevator. This is one of our outstations. Kind of out where it's just the elevator, just a seasonal place for fall crops or summer crops. And I actually don't have a picture of the one that I actually worked at. It's in what we call our elevator A, and it's about a million bushel capacity, and that's where I spent 6 weeks of my time. So it's actually me checking some moisture late at night. Everybody was tired. That was a stage picture. This is where I really started getting into the learning process of my internship. It actually wasn't until the last week that my learning curve kind of jumped from learning just the basic things to actually learning a lot. I had an opportunity to go to Manhattan, Kansas to an answer plot meeting the last Monday of my internship, and Cropland Genetics, which is under Winfield Solutions, put that on. And what we did is we went up there on a Monday night, and they started talking to us about different chemicals, and some Monsanto people talked to us. DeKalb talked to us about the different BT corns coming out, and just really a lot of educational things on that. And then Tuesday morning, we started all over again, sat in the middle of a cornfield and talked about corn. We got to see the different things that they're using different chemicals on different crops, and you can see a really big difference. You can actually see it, like Sarah said, you can see it from one row to the next row, what a chemical does and what it doesn't do. And then after that, it's when I really wasn't much in the grain when I went to this, but then actually I got to go to a Cargill mineral meeting at the Red Hawks ball field in Bricktown, and got to learn about Right Now Mineral, basically a day full of talking but nothing but mineral. And I really didn't know that was that big of a deal. I didn't know mineral was that important, and it was a really good networking opportunity going to both those meetings, because I got to talk to both Cargill people and Winfield Genetics people. That's a picture of the baseball. They took us to a baseball game afterwards, and had a really good time. Basically, this internship I would recommend to anybody. I mean, it was a huge learning curve. Not only did you get to meet people and work with local farmers in rural areas, it's a great way to figure out your life goals. If you don't know what you're going to do, like Sarah, she thinks she doesn't want to be in co-op now. I mean, for me, co-op might not be the way I want to go, but it's definitely something to look to. It's definitely a great networking opportunity. Like this past Wednesday, we were talking to Winfield Genetics, and put my name and phone number down on it. And 2 hours after I left, I got a phone call from Winfield Genetics wanting to get more information from me and possibly a job application. Definitely tremendous learning curve. Probably the most thing that I got out of this is our special project that we all had to do was write the paper. Big paper. Mine really wasn't near as big as everybody else's, but spent a lot of time on it, and actually won a scholarship, $500 scholarship, and get to go to the Oklahoma Ag Council board retreat this Sunday and get to give this exact speech again next Thursday.